A will can leave your family waiting months in probate court, but a living trust can transfer assets in days and keep your finances private. Stick around and see if a living trust could save your family months of headaches. In the next few minutes, you'll learn what a living trust is, how it works, and whether it makes sense for you. A living trust is a legal instrument that takes title to your property while you're alive and spells out exactly how those assets move when you die or become incapacitated. Because it's revocable, you, the grantor, can amend, restate, or dissolve the document at any time as life changes. Imagine a flexible yet secure container. You retitle your house, brokerage account, or even a vintage car title into that box. But you still hold the key. You occupy 3 roles simultaneously: grantor, creator, trustee, manager, and primary beneficiary, user of the assets, so day-to-day control feels unchanged. Dividends, rent checks, and tax reporting continue under your Social Security number, and you can refinance or sell trust assets whenever you like. The benefit emerges when something goes wrong. If illness or accident leaves you unable to sign checks, the successor trustee you pre-selected can immediately pay bills, manage portfolios, and negotiate repairs, no court petition required. Upon your death, that same successor follows the written instructions inside the trust, transferring property directly to heirs, bypassing months of probate delays, extra attorney fees, and public court filings. What's the difference between living trust and will? A traditional will must pass through probate, an open court process that authenticates the document, inventories your estate, notifies creditors, and eventually grants approval to distribute property. That sounds routine, but it often drags on for 6 to 9 months and can cost 3 to 5% of the estate in court fees and attorney bills. All filings become public records, so anyone can see what you owned and who inherited it. A properly funded living trust, by contrast, bypasses probate entirely. The successor trustee you named simply follows the written instructions and transfers assets to beneficiaries in a matter of weeks, not months. Less court oversight means more privacy, lower legal costs, and much faster access to cash or real estate for your heirs. You don't have to pick one or the other. Most planners use both. The trust holds major assets, while a short, pour-over will scoops any forgotten items into the trust at death. Why people use living trust? Incapacity planning. If illness or injury leaves you unable to act, the successor trustee you designate can immediately pay bills and oversee investments without waiting for a court-appointed guardian. Avoid probate. In many states, probate can drag on for 6 to 9 months or longer, freezing bank accounts and delaying inheritances. A properly funded trust bypasses that delay entirely. Privacy. Probate filings are public documents, searchable by anyone, while trust transfers occur off-record, shielding family wealth and beneficiary names from strangers. Flexibility. Because a living trust is revocable, you can update beneficiaries, swap assets, or change trustees whenever life circumstances shift: marriage, divorce, new child, or a property sale. Limits and misconceptions. A living trust does not remove estate tax if your estate value exceeds the federal or state exemption. Its primary advantage is probate avoidance, not tax elimination. For larger estates, separate strategies like irrevocable trusts, lifetime gifting, or charitable vehicles are required to reduce or defer estate tax. A second misconception: once you sign the trust, you are finished. In reality, the document is only a shell until you fund it. Funding means retitling assets, deeds for real estate, brokerage and bank accounts, even certain business interests, into the trust's legal name. If you skip this step, those assets still pass through probate, undermining the very purpose of the trust. Finally, no matter how careful you are, some assets may remain outside the trust: newly purchased car, last-minute inheritance, or forgotten savings bond. A short pour-over will act as a safety net, instructing the executor to transfer any stray property into the trust at death, so everything follows the same distribution plan. How to set up living trust. 1. Start by appointing yourself as initial trustee and naming a reliable successor, someone organized and trustworthy, who can step in if you die or become incapacitated. 2. Have a qualified estate attorney draft the revocable trust or use reputable software if budgets are tight, so it complies with state law and includes a pour-over clause. 3. Fund the trust by retitling each major asset, execute a new deed for real estate, complete brokerage transfer forms, and, where permitted, update vehicle titles. 4. Keep an up-to-date schedule of every asset held in the trust, and store the signed document in a fire safe or encrypted cloud folder so your successor can act without delay. Cost and maintenance. Attorney-prepared revocable trusts generally cost between $1,000 and $3,000, depending on complexity, asset count, and local filing fees. DIY or online kits run $200 to $400, but budget another $100 to $300 for notary services and county recording each time you retitle real estate deeds. Once signed, file an original in a fire-rated safe and provide copies to your successor trustee and estate attorney. Keep an encrypted PDF in cloud storage as a digital backup. Review the documents whenever life changes. Marriage, divorce, new child, major purchase or sale of property, or a move to a state with different trust laws. Even without big events, set a recurring calendar reminder every 3 to 5 years to confirm all assets remain properly titled, successor trustees are still willing and able, and retirement account beneficiary designations line up with your current plan. Routine maintenance protects your initial investment and ensures the trust works smoothly when your family needs it most. Is living trust worthwhile? A living trust is generally worthwhile if you own a house or other real estate, live in a state where probate fees consume several percent of the estate, have minor children who would need uninterrupted financial support, operate a small family business, or want maximum privacy for heirs. It may be optional if your net worth is modest. Most of your accounts already list transfer on death or payable on death beneficiaries, and probate in your state is inexpensive, streamlined, and rarely contested. Before deciding, run a simple cost-benefit analysis. Estimate potential probate court fees and time delays. Then compare that figure to the one-time cost of drafting, funding, and occasionally updating a revocable living trust. Recap. We just walked through the essentials, the definition of a living trust, how it avoids probate delays, its key limitations, the exact steps to set one up and fund it, ongoing costs, and a quick checklist to decide if it fits your family. If this overview helped demystify estate planning, tap the like button so YouTube can recommend it to others searching for the same answers. Have a question or already started your own trust journey? Drop a comment. Your experiences and doubts can guide future viewers. And if clear, beginner-friendly money explainers are useful to you, consider subscribing so you never miss our next breakdown. This video is for educational purposes only and isn't financial advice. Always do your own research or consult a licensed professional before making money decisions.